I am making up words for this intro. Reading a book like this just makes you think, gee, if they can write a book, I can write a book. What's the number one thing to do when starting a company? Hostile takeover your own business. This book is meant for people who like to read by the fire, but you've run out of firewood while reading a better book. Bit check, bit check, bit check, bit check. I say bit check. Welcome back to my channel, gals. In this video, we're going to be doing a theme analysis of The Buried Giant. Everything in this is up to interpretation, so this video is simply what I got out of this. There will be spoilers, just so you guys know. So if you haven't read this, check out my book review. But if you do plan on reading it and you don't care about spoilers, or you're just not going to read it, then stick around here. Throughout the book, the recurring themes are death, memory, and an overarching theme of trauma. As the Britons are at a time of peace with the Saxons, we find out that there was once a battle going on between the two, but due to Keurig the dragon and her breath that wipes memory from all of the land, all is well between the two now. Yet there is still this separation and tension between the two, even though no one really knows why. This theme examines the long-lasting effects of tragedy and the scars that are left through division and war. As these two were once locked in a deadly war, with one side slaughtering innocent women and children, their actions may be forgotten, but the trauma still lingers subconsciously. It's quite timely now as we reflect on equality and the traumas of America and our past, and how those scars still sting today. But it gets you thinking, if we had no recollection of our past, would we still face the same inequality and division issues today? And Ishiguro poses yes and no. We would have a great longing for togetherness and a fondness of community, but internally, there would still be struggle and fear of what truly happened in our past, with community suppressing the embarrassing mistakes. How has and will America look as we have made progress and continue to make progress? Would we want to suppress our past if it meant keeping peace? The Island of Love. Does this represent death? The boatman who Axel and Beatrice encountered twice gives them a story of an island where its inhabitants forever walk alone. This seems like a metaphor for death and the afterlife. The way in which people pass on via a boat that can only carry one at a time is also significant, representing the ways in which we cannot accompany our partners on the journey of death. We may be with them for a lifetime, but the afterlife is a solo journey. I'd love to hear any other thoughts from you guys on why the boatman is used to signify the crossing, and why does the boatman ask each couple a question? Also, does Axel and Beatrice end up together on the island? Forgiveness and pain are dueling in this book. The Buried Giant, to me, represents the heartache that Axel feels for Beatrice's infidelity, and her towards him for being away so much and not wanting to visit their son. It's also representative of the tension between the Saxons and the Britons. Their past is the buried giant, and the scars are the roots. Unseen and forgotten about, but it's still what supports the tree and the sentiment that stretches across the land. There's pain in each of the above, yet they all long to forgive and also be forgiven. Lastly, we can't end without examining my favorite character, Gawain. Throughout the book, he's funny and noble, but his personal duel is wanting to protect the fellow knight, the child, and the elderly couple. However, his true duty is to protect the dragon. His whole character just encompasses the themes throughout the book: duality, trauma, death, and forgiveness. Thanks for watching. In my next video, I'm going to be covering The Idiot. I'm very excited for that book, like I said in my last video. So, until next time.